Berkshire Hathaway just gave us a big prediction of the housing market that is shifting right now. Given the last 5 years of housing prices going crazy and everyday goods going up because of inflation and tariffs, people are starting to live with more people just to share in the costs. Whether that's multi-generational or a chosen family, the real estate market is shifting towards multifamily homes. And in this video, I'm going to show you some of the pros and some of the cons of buying this type of real estate here in the Los Angeles area. Now, according to Redfin, the average price of a home in Los Angeles area as of April was $1,040,000, which just makes buying a home really unattainable for a lot of people. But if you buy a multifamily home, you can offset your mortgage by some of the rent that you collect from the other units. And as of today's filming in Los Angeles County, there are 1,098 multifamily homes. And that includes duplexes, triplexes, and fourplexes. And they range in price from $399,000 up to $24 million for a fourplex. Now, I just had to show you this just so you can see what a $24 million fourplex looks like. Wow, it's totally crazy. But anyway, let me show you some of the benefits about buying a multifamily home. Let's start off with financing. Now, the best part about financing a multifamily unit is that a lender will actually use 75% of the rent for one of the units as part of your income. So for example, let's say you're buying a duplex and one of the units is vacant and the other unit is renting out for $4,000 a month. The lender is going to take 75% of $4,000 or $3,000 and add that to your income. That makes it so much easier to qualify for a loan. So that is one great part about financing a multifamily unit. So the conventional loan limit in Los Angeles County, which is considered a high value area, is $1,209,750. So any loan above that amount makes it a jumbo loan. And for jumbo loans, they require more down payment, more cash reserves in your bank, and they typically have a higher interest rate. But the good part about a multifamily home is that those limits are a lot higher. For example, a duplex is $1.54 million, a triplex is $1.87 million, and a fourplex is $2.3 million. So you get a lot higher conventional loan limits on multifamilies than you do on a single family home. And the second benefit is the tax advantage. You can write off your mortgage deduction just like a single family home. But the difference is now you can write off your marketing expenses, your property management fees, any kind of repairs that you do on this because you are now a landlord and you are improving the property. So you can write all of those things off. Now, again, I am not a tax accountant. Make sure that you actually talk to a certified tax accountant that will help you with your tax situation. Don't take advice from me because I'm not a tax expert. And the last pro for buying a multifamily home, I'm going to have a couple different options under this umbrella, but it's the investment security. First one is multifamily homes tend to be one of the most resilient sectors of the housing market, especially during COVID and 2008 financial crisis. Multifamily homes did really well because most people need affordable housing. The second benefit is multi-units means multiple streams of income. If you own one single family home as an investment property, and if they don't pay their mortgage, then you're out 100% of your investment for that month. So with multifamilies, you can offset some of the losses that you could have because you have multiple units. And number three is rental increases. Typically, if you hold a property for a long time, the rent is going to keep going up and your expenses will tend to stay around the same. So that means that you will have more money in your pocket long term. Now, before I get to some of the negative things about buying a multifamily home, which you do need to pay attention to, I do have a really good buyer's guide that I've just updated for 2025. If you have any questions about the buying process, just click on the link down below and you can download that free guide and I'll send it right over to you. Or you can call me directly at 213-268-6832. Okay, let's talk about some of the cons. Obviously, the space and the layouts for owners might not be the most convenient. Most of these multifamilies don't have access from one unit to the other unit internally. So that means you'd have to go outside of the unit in order to access the other unit, which for some of you might be a really good thing if you want to keep away from your family, but that might not work for every person. Also along that vein is there's a lot of redundant and wasted spaces. So you'll have 2 living rooms, 2 kitchens, and you might not need all of that space. Also, you're going to have 2 gas bills, 2 electric bills, 2 cable bills. So that could be a little bit redundant in cost. Number 2, and I think this is probably the biggest con, is rent control. Los Angeles has very, very strict rent control ordinances throughout the entire city, and it just makes it very difficult to evict a tenant if there is a reason that you need to evict them. It takes a lot of money and a lot of time in order to do that. So if you are going to be buying a property, either multi-generational or with a chosen family, you want to make sure that the property that you're getting is going to be delivered vacant. You do not want to be inheriting someone else's tenant, because getting them out of that property is going to be really difficult and expensive and take a long time. Now, if you are going to rent out one of your units, you are subjected to a 5% increase cap on your rental increase. And you have very strict timelines for notices in terms of move in, move out, and eviction notices. And number 3 is the competition. There are only 1,100 multifamily homes in Los Angeles County as of right now. And that just means that there's a lot of people that are going to be going after these properties. And a lot of these properties sell with cash. So if you are getting financing, it can be a little bit challenging to overcome some of the benefits of a cash buyer. But I've been able to do it with some clients. It makes it a little bit harder to negotiate, but it is possible. So if you are thinking about buying a multifamily home in Los Angeles in the next year or 2, please give me a call. I'd be more than happy to show you what you need to avoid and the things that you need to set yourself up for success. My number is 213-268-6832. You can call me or text me there, or you can also download my buyer's guide, and I'll send you over a free buyer's guide for 2025. My name is Felipe Crook with eXp Realty, investing in your dreams.